Hello guys, Keeper on TV back for yet another video. Before we get into this video, let's see if we're good at 50 likes. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So, we're going to be talking about Lee Bowyer's position at Birmingham City Football Club. Now, it came out a couple of days ago on BBC WM that there's a 50% chance that Bowyer could be our manager next season because he's not agreeing with Craig Garner. Of course, Craig Garner is Lee Bowyer's assistant at the club. And of course, as well, he is not agreeing to a new contract. I think he's turned it down twice, apparently, recently. So, yeah, Lee Bowyer could be leaving the football club after spending one and a quarter seasons at Blues. Now, I know I called for Bowyer's head after that Bournemouth defeat, the 3-1 defeat. But, you say stuff in the heat of the moment, really, don't you? And that was before the new signings had time to bed in. But now the new signings have bedded in. And we've actually picked up some really good results since, these new signings have come into the football club. We had that 1-0 win against West Brom. Our first time in the 15 years that we beat West Brom in a derby. Yes, we may have got a bit lucky in that game, but you need a bit of luck, don't you? And we've had a lot of, luck go against us this season in terms of injuries and so on and so forth. The ball going out of play, yeah. But yeah, Lee Bowyer has slightly improved Birmingham City Football Club this season. I've got to admit he has. There has been some terrible performances where we've got battered. The likes of Blackburn, the likes of Fulham. I could go on and on. There's been games where some of the performances this season have been absolutely abysmal. Some of the worst I've seen, potentially. Maybe Cranker was worse, but I mean, under Cranker we actually had a go more than Bowyer has done in some games. But there's been some really good games where, I can look on and say, we played really well in that game. The Bristol City 3-0, the Middlesbrough 2-0 away. When we went 3 games in a row winning them, Swansea 2-1 after not winning a game in like 9, or I think there was a stat where we didn't score in like the last 9 games, and then we beat Swansea 2-1. We beat West Brom, of course, like I mentioned. Bristol City away. We always beat them, to be honest, don't we? We've had a 5-0 away win against Luton, a 3-0 win at home to Luton, and it still amazes me that they're going to get into the playoffs after. Imagine if they go up and we're the team that beat them 8-0 aggregate. Yeah, so we've had some really bad performances, but then on the other hand, we've had some really good performances. And we're on course now to potentially finish on more points than we did last season. Of course, Lee Bowyer's got rid of some of the bad, the bad players in the team. Harley Dean being one of them. I know he's not, he's still technically our player, but he got him out on loan. I think we need to give Lee Bowyer next season. It'd be a catastrophe, in my opinion, if Lee Bowyer leaves, because I think looking at it overall, I think that. You can't really blame Bowyer, can you, really? Let's be honest. He's been set up to fail. He has been set up to fail. So, yeah, next season I'm willing to give him... I said it a couple of weeks ago, that I'm going to give him this summer as well to clear out the deadwood and then bring in the players that Lee Bowyer wants. The board better back him. They better back Bowyer this summer because... Yeah, I would take mid-table. I would see mid-table as massive progress. That might seem a bit crazy because, we want to be back in the Premier League, but that's going to be a long, long process, in my opinion. If we can get Chong, Hernandez, Leo Taylor in. Also, we've got the, Nico Gordon's burst through the first team, hasn't he? If we can get them 3 players in, I doubt we will, but if we can, and we can potentially get Sarkic back, then I see us having a good season next season. On Bowyer's defence as well, we have been very unlucky with injuries. If it wasn't for injuries, I think we would have been higher in the table. I'm not saying like the top half of the table, I'm probably saying like a couple of places higher, because the injuries that we've had, we have probably been the most unluckiest. We've had the most injuries this season in the Championship. That is a fact. That's got to be a fact. So let me know in the comments down below if that's not a fact. But yeah, Lee Bowyer, I don't think he should leave, really. I think we should give him at least one more season at the football club. Anyway, let's see if you like. It's been Keep On TV. Make sure to like, share, and also subscribe to the channel, like I said. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Keep right on.